Hello, 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 hello. అవును.
వినిపిస్తుందో చూసి నాకు చెప్పండి. వినిపిస్తుందో చూసి నాకు చెప్పు. Good afternoon. There was some technical problem in the webcast. I think now it is rectified. I think all of you are able to listen to me. Yes. In the last class, we were talking about the injuries onto the scalp, face, and in this class, let us discuss something about the fractures of the skull. So it may be the linear fracture can be isolated linear fracture, or it can be in combination fracture. Or blow a broad striking area, a broad striking surface, or even if there is a fall from the height, where the fall is directly on the face of the buttocks. So, blow is struck on the side, head is free to move. So the fracture normally starts at the point of impact and runs parallel to the direction of the force. So when the head is supported and there is a injury or strike, so the fracture may be at opposite sides site of the impact. That is called a counter injury, a counter code fracture. So if it is supported, the injury can result opposite to the direction or opposite to the injury site, which is we know as a counter injury. Sorry. So if there is a fall onto the if at the site of the impact. Skull which comes in contact with the head margin. So these fractures due to the fall are generally situated at the level of the margin of the head, but the injury due to the blow is level, about this level. So if you take the fall, they usually at a lower level, and if you blow or strike margin of often read. Then it may come out and take its own way. So it may start as a linear fracture, travel along with the suture, and then take it a different way of traveling sometime along with the suture. And this frontal or a parietal dominant is the, weak bones such as one can predict the likely fracture line. So a blow over the glavilla may cause shattering of ethmoidal sinuses and also at the roof of the nose. A person is normally skull, the minor violence may cause a fatal fracture. I told you it all depends on the thickness, the consistency, the hardness of the skull. So if a person is having a very thin skull, a smaller violence, a small blow also can cause a fatal fracture. And about 20% of the linear fractures are not found on X-ray. So we miss it. The normal X-ray may not detect the linear fractures on the skull. So in the case of the blow and subsequent fall, the fracture lines used from the arrest when there is the linear fracture which happened in the first blow and subsequent to all a fracture, this linear fracture is not first fracture line. The hit took place. And if there is a injury, the first blow to the skull that will weaken the structure and subsequent blows may cause degree of the damage out of proportion to the force used. Because with the first injury there is a weakness. So even if the second injury is a little mild, the damage will be definitely more than damage is out of proportion to the force used, because if a second blow is on the area of the skull already fractured, that may cause widespread collapse of the skull in that area, and the fragments of the bone and the weapon itself may be driven far into the brain. And normally the human adult head that weighs about 4.5 kg, 4.5 kg is the normal weight of the head, and the linear fracture of the skull, it may be produced when the head is hit from the side and when the weight of around 2.25 kg from the distance of 1